Welcome to Damascus, the Syrian capital, for the opening game of this FIBA Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. This the first of 15 games over the next 6 days here at the Al Fayha Stadium, and it sees Indonesia take on Kazakhstan. I'm Tim James Long, delighted to be with you throughout this tournament as the 6 teams in this Asia Zone competition compete to win one spot in one of next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments. There'll be 3 games on this court on each game day here in Damascus. Shortly after this one, it's Bahrain against Saudi Arabia. And then later on this evening, the host Syria take on India. The original format for this event disbanded after the refusal of both Korea and Chinese Taipei to travel to Syria on Wednesday. So no longer 2 groups of 4. Instead, it's just 1 group of 6, a round-robin format where each team plays everyone once for a total of 5 games each. At the end, the winner of the group takes the 1 ticket to one of next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments. In parallel to this event, there's also 2 European pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments that tip off today in Turkey and Estonia, with events for the Americas and Africa zones getting underway on Monday in Argentina and Nigeria, respectively. Found the player introductions and the anthems. 2 sets of players to their respective benches now for the final instructions of the coaches. For Indonesia, watch out for Marquis Bolden, perhaps the best individual player in the whole of this tournament. He can be a double-double machine. The Asia Cup averaged a dominant 21.8 points, 11.3 rebounds, 2.8 blocks, and shot 54% from the field. If he gets scoring support from the likes of Brandon Jawato, they can cause some upsets here. Jawato, an icon for the Indonesian game, had low numbers at the Asia Cup, but should be more aggressive here in Damascus. Yeah, a little bit from the benches, it seems. Many other key players, though, for Indonesia from their Asia Cup roster haven't made it here. The likes of Xaviero Gahita, who combined to average 18 points, 10.5 boards. Axa, who led the team creatively with 4.8 assists and defensively with 1 steal a game, not involved either. And for Kazakhstan there, 34-year-old veteran Anton Bykov, normally the pillar of reliability for them, although he struggled at the Asia Cup, just 3.3 points, 3.7 rebounds a game. He'll be desperate to bounce back here in Damascus. And Oleg Balashov, the future for the Steppenwolves, produced some take-notice performances at that Asia Cup competition where he averaged 10 points on 38% three-point shooting as Kazakhstan's 2nd top scorer. Although a similar situation for them, a number of their other standouts from last year's Continental showpiece not playing here, including the 2 Marchuks, who combined at the Asia Cup for over 20 points per game. Mirzak Aliyev, who had a joint team-high 4 assists a game, and Gavrilov, who led the side with both 6 rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds a game, as well as 1.3 steals, not involved. They were all key players in World Cup qualifying as well. So this is a very inexperienced roster for Kazakhstan in terms of major tournaments. This is a brand new concept ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympics. These pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments offering 40 nations who didn't reach this summer's World Cup the chance to reach the world's biggest sporting event next year. 5 tournaments altogether, 2 in Europe, 1 in the Americas, 1 in Africa. But this Asian zone competition here in Damascus will, as soon as we're ready, be the first tip-off across all of those tournaments. So the first ever pre-Olympic qualifying tournament game is hopefully imminent, although it does seem as though we're having a few teething problems. The players back to the benches. Indonesia have played at 18 Asia Cups, never won a medal. They've never qualified for a global event, and of course they still miss out on doing so despite co-hosting this summer's World Cup. In order to qualify, along with Japan and the Philippines, they needed to finish in the top 8 when they hosted last year's Asia Cup. Instead, they lost heavily to China in the playoffs and missed out on the quarterfinals. Their best finish at the Asia Cup was 4th, but all the way back in 1967. They've not placed in the top 10 since the mid-70s and hadn't qualified for 11 years until they hosted last year's edition, where they ultimately finished 11th with a 1-3 record. Kazakhstan regular competitors at the Asia Cup, of course, as well. Their best finishes coming when they were 5th in Korea in 1995 and 4th in Japan in 2007, when they lost to eventual champions Iran in the semi-final. Here we go then, Indonesia and Kazakhstan looking to start this pre-Olympic qualifying tournament with a win. In 6 days' time, the winners of this event will advance to one of next year's Olympic qualifying tournaments, a chance to go to Paris 2024. Pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments are underway. Kazakhstan with the first possession. They had a heartbreaking World Cup qualifying campaign. Won their first 5 games, were on the verge of at least dreaming of making history, and then lost each of their next 7 in a row and missed out. Indonesia's first possession, it goes into Bolden. The naturalised player, the captain, and the first scorer of pre-Olympic qualifying. Marquis Bolden setting the tone early on, the 2'8" big man, who averaged 38 minutes a game at last year's Asia Cup, with that huge stat line. He's there on the defensive end with a block as well, dominating at both ends, Marquis Bolden. Bolden down the baseline, bumping his way through traffic, drawing a foul, and already filling out his box score line. .8 points, 11.3 rebounds, 2.8 offensive rebounds, 2.8 blocks a game. At the Asia Cup, he shot 58% from 2, 44% from 3. And importantly here, 88% at the charity stripe. Bolden splits the pair that time. He's got the first 3 points. Kazakhstan looking for their first score. Balashov, the 24-year-old guard, the brightest young talent on what is a very young roster in this competition. Open spot for the 3, the drive inside, the skip, but not the score for Balashov. Off balance in the end after passing up the open jump shot. I mentioned earlier, he did shoot the ball well on the perimeter in the Asia Cup as well, 38%. It's going to go to Bolden pretty much every time. Balashov quick down the floor. Can't get the return though. There's a couple of fouls for Kazakhstan in the opening couple of minutes. Kazakhstan ranked 65 in the world, according to the FIBA rankings. Indonesia, 85. They are the lowest ranked team at this tournament. Chance to take a 2-possession lead here. Nice shake off, and shot not too far off, but rims out for Koko Diputra. This is Mara, throws it overhead. Open 3-point shot over the top of Bolden. Still no score for Kazakhstan. Such is the inexperience of the Kazakhstan roster. There's 3 players who don't even have a height or a position listed on the official roster. 3-point shot, rims out this time for Nur. Offensive rebound, fresh 14 on the shot clock. They'll go again into Bolden. Again, double team, can't dunk over the top of it. And Kazakhstan with a let-off. And then turn it over. Now, Koko Diputra to Bolden. Bolden again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And he does throw it down. over the top of an opponent. So he has all 5 points. Ilim with the quick crossover, draws the first foul on Indonesia. Bolden is going to have some big moments over the course of the next 6 days, no doubt about that. Khwanov, the Kazakh captain of the inbound, he passes up the perimeter shot as well. He'll take it at the second attempt. Still won't bounce for Kazakhstan. Offensive rebound though. No score for 3.5 minutes. Open three again, this time to the elbow for the 2, and it's good for Khwanov, a captain's contribution to end the 3.5 minute drought. Bolden will open space for his teammates as well, commanding that double team. But it was an air ball that time. And his presence in there will cause disruption. And Kazakhstan try and protect their backboard. Indonesia with another opportunity. The shot clock has been reset to 14. Pacing up and down on the Indonesia bench, Milos Pejic, a Serbian head coach since 2021. That's when he led the team to an historic first ever gold at the Southeast Asia Games. Also won the Indonesia Club League that year. Bolden. Shot clock being counted down from the bench. 3-point shot off for Satria. Long pass down the floor. The trailers arriving on the perimeter. Khwanov. Oh, nice bit of footwork and an even better shot to beat the shot blocker Bolden. High off the window, and Kazakhstan within 1. Fancy footwork and the fancy finish. And the 3, good in retaliation for Saputera. 24-year-old point guard. Averaged 6.8 points in 16 minutes in World Cup qualifying, as well as a steal. Now can Kazakhstan respond from the perimeter? Yes, they can. The 23-year-old Adilkhan Marat. And the points are starting to pour. Just a 1-point game at the midway point of the first quarter. Saputera into Bolden. Bolden in volley mode, but can't get the shot to fall. Fouled by Saputera. Changes here for Kazakhstan. Brandt and Sakipov coming in. Sakipov, the youngest player at 20. Urga, named for Indonesia, a 23-year-old for them who didn't play in World Cup qualifying or at the Asia Cup. Sakipov to drop it off to Brandt and then trying just to save it, to no avail. So these are two teams who are perhaps a little bit weaker in terms of the personnel than they would have hoped for ahead of this tournament. But of course, the chances of each of the 6 nations have dramatically increased this week before the ball is even bounced. That's because Korea, by a distance, were the highest ranked nation, originally scheduled to be at the tournament. Their withdrawal by not travelling made it a more even field. finding range quickly on the perimeter. Koko Diputra. Indonesia might be the lowest ranked of all the nations. Showing in the opening 6 minutes they're far from here to make up the numbers. It's been a real boost for these teams to see no Korea on the plane. Maybe so no team more so than Syria, of course, who will have the home crowd behind them. They play later on here in Damascus. Long range two, the mark for Kwadov. Second chance opportunity here for Kazakhstan. Kwadov again, seeing plenty of the ball. And get it with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of threes being taken, and now plenty of threes being knocked down. Kazakhstan within one again. For the third time, they've got back within a whisker. But inside to Bolden, you'd expect him to play long minutes again here. And he gets it down one. Marquez Bolden showing early on that he is the main man. Split the previous two. He's missed two in a row now. 88% of the strike, remember, at the Asia Cup. Kwanov. 3 for the tie, or maybe the 4 for the lead. Robert Pan with a chance at the 4-point play. So Pan will look to give Kazakhstan their first lead of the game. And he does. Rubbing salt in the wounds of Bolden, who missed his previous 2 free throws. The opening 7 minutes are suggesting that this is going to be an incredibly competitive event over the course of the next 6 days, in which we have 5 game days with 3 games on each of those days. Here's Pan again, the swivel, the hesitation, the scuff, but then the follow backed up on the boards by his teammate Anton Bykov. Underneath the hoop. The shot clock's still ticking here. 5 to shoot. 3-point shot off the mark. Rebound. Koko Diputra. Satutera. That's it from the outside already. They swing it around. They're queuing up on the perimeter, and that time nothing but nylon for the tie. 16-16 the score now. Final 2 minutes of the first. Quick pull of the trigger on the perimeter in the corner from Kwanov. Kazakhstan, remember, didn't score for 3.5 minutes. They're up to 19 points since. It's become a 3-point shootout. Balashov behind the back, down the baseline, wriggling through and somehow scoring. Oleg Balashov looking to tie the defense in knots, absorbs contact and converts. time. A chance at the three the old-fashioned way, and a chance for the largest lead of the game. With back-to-back three-point plays. Balashov at the line. Makes it a 6-point Kazakhstan lead, 22-16 now the score. The scoreboard's a little late to update. Final minute of the first approaching. The points have dried up for Indonesia. Contested shot from the corner somehow goes, and the bench erupts. Mohamed Noor with no space at all. Tough shot for Kazakhstan as well. It won't fall for Pan. Got to protect it on their baseline here. A bit panicky. Tasia, 26-year-old backup point guard, firing it into the paint, and that's going to be a turnover. So we've got a 6-second differential just about between shot clock and game clock, end of the first. Kazakhstan by 3. Kwon using the screen, open some space on the perimeter. Pan has not been shy to shoot since coming in, but he misses from downtown, and then a foul in transition. That was the last foul to give for Kazakhstan. 6.5 left on the quarter clock. Tasia will inbound. Turn it over. Kazakhstan a chance for the final score. But a defense just about gets the job done, but that was not a good final few minutes to the first quarter for Indonesia after what had been a very promising start. They led for 6.5 minutes of the first. Four points coming in for Pan, who's also grabbed 4 rebounds. Kazakhstan finished 4 of 8 from three-point range in the first, also shot a better percentage on the perimeter than on the interior. Bolden back in business in no time at all. There's Bolden to 9 points. Indonesia back within 1. And trail by 6. Back from the elbow for Kazakhstan, and Indonesia a chance to take the lead again. Bolden's going to come out, try and run interference. Tough shot though, Bolden can't grab the ball. Kazakhstan looking to fall forward, quick hands, great reflexes. On defense to lead to the open 3, they're desperate for it to go, and 3 times it doesn't for those fans in that far corner behind the bench. They'll remain on their feet for now, and that was a blown opportunity for their team. Marat, promising signs from the youngster since coming in. Marat wants it again, gets it here. Nose to nose with the defense. On the edge of the paint, blocked by Bolden, his second block already. On the defense. And Bolden made an explosive start to the first quarter. Now threatening to do the same here in the second. Now 9 points, 2 blocks and a steal for Bolden. Inbound pass disrupted and a whistle. Indonesia not happy. Miloš Pejic, the Serbian head coach, won a couple of Serbian Cups with FMP Belgrade, also coached Serbia to a gold medal at the under-20 Euros back in 2007. A certain Miloš Teodosic was the tournament MVP that year. A very experienced coach, Indonesia. I hope to use him, and, in particular on their playing staff, Marquise Bolden, to cause a few upsets here. The ring road around the defense, missing the shot though. Bolden couldn't follow. And coast to coast with real purpose and poise, getting it done in transition. Adilkan Marat, who's really impressed. Nice backdoor cut, bounce pass right on the money as well. Others stepping up now for Indonesia to match the more balanced approach from Kazakhstan. Neff handing off. Here comes the screen from Bikov. Wide open spot for the 3. And he finds a piece of the backboard though. And this is touch tight through the opening 12.5 minutes. Largest leads have been 5 early on for Indonesia, 6 later on for Kazakhstan. Bolden. No hesitation, trying to beat that inevitable double team. And he gets it with the and one. Taking on two and looking to take all 3 points. If, of course, he can put his problems right at the stripe, having missed the last two. See what that means, or rather hear what that means. It's the rebound, it's balance in the corner, but nearly threw the pass away, got away with it, Sakutera. To admire the hustle, the diligence to get to the ball. Indonesia by two, and with possession. Bolden. So look to go one-on-one on this occasion, and that pretty much means the points. And if you leave him alone, isolated, too long for Ilin. Bolden grabs the ball, now like a freight train down the floor. He is taking charge again. "14 points now for Bolden, 6 of 10 shooting. 2 blocks of steal and 4 rebounds. It's a point a minute. Indonesia looking to stretch this 4-point lead. Bolden, will he take a 3 this time? He will. Bolden with the big shot. And Indonesia have the biggest lead of the game at 7. He's got 17 in 14 minutes. And that forces the first timeout of the first game of this tournament. It comes from the Kazakhstan bench. And this 6-point lead has turned into a 7-point deficit.
Выпусти. Антоху. Антоху выпусти. Антоха, получи мяч. Доведите до Антохи мяч. Здесь спокойно. 3, 5, да? Дальше. Антоха здесь сыграл. Выводи сюда. А ты посмотри сюда. Он пойдет страховать от тебя. И ты сделай сюда шорт-ролл, да? Посмотрите движение сюда и есть вниз атака, окей? Или есть атака. Понятно? Давай.
We wondered if Marquez Bolden would be the difference to make Indonesia contenders. He's looking to provide the answers here. 17 points, 7 of 11 shooting, including just knocking down his first 3-point attempt of the game. And it gives Indonesia the biggest lead of the game so far at 7. Not too long ago, trailed by 6. And they were struggling to score towards the end of the first quarter. It is a 12-2 start to the second quarter in favour of Indonesia. And Bolden has 10 of those 12 points. Kazakhstan get away with it. Almost popping the ball up, 5 to shoot. Get the open corner 3. The broken play. Now they're short-handed on defense, though. Give it to Bolden. Here he is on the perimeter again for another three, and he's fouled on it. Goes down, rolling around, but swiftly picked back up by two of his teammates. Marques Bolden with the chance at the line to hit 20 points for the game. Bolden looking a little sore as he gets ready to toe the line. Behind his current 17-point haul, 6 points from Noor. The next top scorer for Indonesia. Behind that, nobody on more than 3. Now remember, Bolden, 88% at the line in the Asia Cup. His first one here, but then missed 2 in a row before making his last one. Now 3 attempts. He's taken all of Indonesia's free throw attempts in this game so far. This one for 20, and he's got it. 20 points in less than 15 minutes of this game for Marques Bolden. And he takes a well-deserved break on the bench. The lead for Indonesia is 10, the first double-digit lead of this game. But a basket and one in response for Anton Biko. He'll have more joy now in that centre position with Bolden going to the bench. And every single World Cup qualifier for Kazakhstan, Anton Biko averaged 8 points, 4.3 rebounds. And he struggled at the Asia Cup last year, just 3.3 points and 3.7 boards. Only got 12 minutes a game. He should be a bigger player here at this tournament. All the key players absent. Back to the three-point play from Biko, a 7-point margin. Midway point of the second. Risky pass, but swiftly plucked from the sky by Noor, who misses. This is Kazakhstan's big opportunity with Bolden on the bench to try and eat into that double-digit deficit. And they're a little overzealous in trying to do so, I think, there. Marat puts his hands to his head off the back of the turnover. Needs a bit more focus and concentration. A bit more care in possession from Kazakhstan.
Reza, Bandu, hey, pass. Go to the middle, go to both sides. Okay, try to put the ball in the middle and hit the Reza. Okay, on the half court, we play nose, they play 1-2-2. We play nose, 1, 4, 5. Pass to 4, first cut, in the middle, stay deep, pass, 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 nothing happen, go down. Pass to Yuda, 4 coming, same, in the middle, hit the corner. Okay, just patient, guys. And always against the zone. Drive, kick, drive, kick, drive, kick. Okay. Go.
Milos Pejic, Indonesia bench. It's Alexander Lisiak on the Kazakhstan bench. Never before qualified for the World Cup or an Olympic Games, and really did dare to dream in the first half of the qualifying campaign for this summer's World Cup. 5 straight wins for Kazakhstan to start the first phase. It was then an 11-point home defeat to Bahrain on game day 6 that completely turned the tide last July. They lost all 3 of their games at the Asia Cup later that month, and lost all 6 of their games in the second phase of World Cup qualifying as well. Went from a 5-0 start to a 5-7 finish. They finished in the second phase group, just 1 win behind Iran, who took the final ticket to the showpiece event next month. And that was despite Kazakhstan beating Iran both home and away in the first phase. Absolutely heartbreaking for the Kazakhs to let it slip from the position they were in. They will watch the 2023 FIBA World Cup from Japan, the Philippines and Indonesia from home. Indonesia will get a front row seat to watch some of those games on home soil, but they won't step onto the hardwood themselves. Three-point shot cuts the deficit from as many as 10 down to 4. Bolden still on the bench. Somebody else has to step up. And right on cue for Indonesia, doing just that, Saputera. It's an offensive foul against Kazakhstan. So the aim here for Indonesia, with Bolden on the bench, is just to hold Kazakhstan at arm's length. Give Bolden breathing room. Give him a break. Let him recharge the batteries. Let him come back into the game. And he's still ahead, or at least very close, so that he can, hopefully, from their point of view, take charge again. No. Saputera, here is Bolden. Back in, taking a quick 3. Didn't have to move for that one. Marquez Bolden from deep once more, 23 points. Looking to build another lead from which he can take another break later on. There's another rebound. Corner 3, wide open, off the mark, offensive rebound. And stuck back in by Koko Diputra. And the lead for Indonesia, even with Bolden having a break, is now 11, the largest so far. And Bolden should be fresh to finish this first half. 2.5 minutes of it remaining. There is significant cause for concern for Kazakhstan. Balashov's inbound. It's been a torrid second quarter for them. That will help. A close out from Bolden late, the 3 knocked down by Anton Bikov. Kazakhstan scored 22 points in the first quarter. Until that 3, they'd only scored 8 in this period. Bolden got the defense moving towards him. The finger roll falls and the foul. Marquez Bolden absolutely unstoppable here in Syria. A chance to restore the 11-point lead. Bolden, who's only been in the game for 13 minutes, has a chance to hit 26 points. So he's averaging 2 points a minute right now, Marquez Bolden. 9 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, 6 of 8 from the line. He's made 5 in a row to respond to back-to-back misses.
только вниз, окей? Лоб останется здесь. Накручивай, да? Иди с ним параллельно, переводи мяч. Ничего нету, идем сюда, как будто они играют сейчас, не дают нам получать, да? Бэкдор, сюда передача. Окей, ребят? Окей. Если здесь не получилось, второй сверху, забирай сюда, уходи. То есть, когда он сюда пошел, ты уже поднимаешь, он пошел сюда, ты развернись и забери мяч, окей? Да. Если нет, тогда забирай мяч.
We said before the opening tip that Indonesia are the lowest ranked nation, but they have the best player, perhaps as an individual, of the whole of this event. And Marquez Bolden is not disappointing in that regard. Of course, it's going to be a new record for this competition when he's said and done, because it's the first ever pre-Olympic qualifier we've had. It might be worth going over the record books from Olympic qualifying tournaments altogether. There's a number of other Asia Zone FIBA competitions. The way his stat line, in terms of his points in particular, is building. 26 already. Trying to disrupt on defense here. Kazakhstan trying to move the ball, the extra pass, so that Bolden can't block the shot. 7 on the shot clock. Pull up long range 2. That's good for Kazakhstan to get back within single figures from Kwanov. Good the Putra on to Saputura. Travel call. So a chance for Kazakhstan with only just over a minute of the first half to play to put together back-to-back scores to start to make this second quarter look a little bit rosier. Balashov. Ilin. Looking behind the frame of Ivanov. Can't convert offensive rebound though, Pan. 1 more minute. The first half, Ilin. Pan. He seems to be in a determined mood when he gets the ball. He opens a bit of space for the perimeter shot. Close out late from Bolden. Offensive rebound. Third chance scoring opportunity. Pan, wild layup though. Ilin will go again, and he's fouled. So 4 opportunities to score for Kazakhstan, and eventually they earn themselves a trip to the foul line. They had 5 offensive rebounds in the game until that point, before 3 in a row. Rebounding numbers altogether very even. Bolden. 3-point shot is good. What a big shot that one feels like, with the fans on their feet. And the half-time buzzer approaching. Indonesia with the largest lead of the game at 12. 47-point first half. Off the back of Bolden's big call and the supporting cast on the perimeter. They're now 7 of 14 from 3-point range for 50%. Bolden's got 2 of them, but Nur and Saputura each have 2 as well. Koko Diputra has 1. But Kazakhstan are not backing down, even with time winding down. Kwanov has been leading the cavalry charge for them. He takes it back to 9. A psychological shift to get it back to single figures. They've got to make sure the clock is okay here. Currently showing 3.8 remaining off the back of Shaim Kwanov's 3. So Kwanov has 10 points to lead Kazakhstan now.
IRS for upgrade or downgrade?
huge second quarter it's been for Indonesia. 28-16, to be precise, in their favour in this period. Still hope it can get even better. No prizes for guessing who gets the final shot, if indeed Indonesia do get one away. .8 seconds to do so. Shot inbounds. Gordon was just waiting in the corner. Ball didn't reach him, it came to Koko Putra. Good, it converts, that 3-point percentage falls just under 50. Perimeter shooters and the main man. We've seen Indonesia take a 9-point lead at half-time in the opening game of Olympic pre-qualifying here in Damascus. 26 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks and a steal in the first half. Marquez Bolden, 15 minutes on court, 9 of 13 shooting from the field, 6 of 8 from the foul line. Indonesia led by as many as 12, currently 9 at the half. Great chance of starting this event with a win. the Al-FIBA Stadium here in Damascus, the Syrian capital. Had a wonderful first half. First game of these Olympic pre-qualifying Asian zone games. Two more to come on this court later on today. Time here between Indonesia and Kazakhstan. 47-38 the score in favour of Indonesia. They led by 5 early on. Kazakhstan turned it around and went up by 6. And then Indonesia, through Marquez Bolden, came roaring back and led by as many as 12. 9 now at half time, but in the first half he scored 26 of their 47 points. Leads Kazakhstan in scoring. And the captain, Khwanov, with 10 points. We'll get the second half underway. Impounding the ball here. Chance for back-to-back scores for them to bridge the first and second halves, to reignite hope of an opening day win. Pat. Khwanov for 3, again, got it once more, 13 points for Khwanov. Khwanov now 3 of 6 from downtown. That 12-point lead has been halved to 6 now. And a turnover from Indonesia as well, without getting the ball to Bolden. The finger roll won't quite bounce kindly for Kazakhstan. Putra, Bolden passes out of the double team, looking for the open spots now. They move it around the perimeter. Saprio back to Saputera. To go again with limited time left on the shot clock. It's a good look for 3 over the top of Balashov that doesn't go. In the backcourt, 10 left on the shot clock. After it's poked away, Saputera. He'll go one-on-one on the mobility mismatch. The scoop and score for Saputera. Little chance on that ISO for the defense. Kazakhstan now into scrapes and scratches just to keep it. 7 on the shot clock. Khwanov back out. And attacking right down Main Street was Vladimir Ivanov, the 208 centre. Only averaged 6 minutes a game at last year's Asia Cup. Got that one to go over the top of Bolden. Six the margin again. Intensity from the first half remains here in the second. All 6 of the nations involved in this event, all playing today. Originally, it was meant to be 2 games today for 4 of the 8 teams, and then all 8 teams playing tomorrow. But now it's just a 6-team tournament. They will each play on every game day. Both teams sloppy in possession. Last exchange. 5 games each to try and finish top of the group and go to the Olympic qualifying tournaments next year. Here in these pre-qualifiers. Such a huge boost for whoever starts with a win. Kazakhstan, remember, in a huge slump after losing all 3 games at the Asia Cup and each of their last 7 World Cup qualifiers. They've been down by 12 here. They've halved it to 6, but Bolden looking to burst to the basket, slips and slides and draws the foul. Bolden with his 26 points in 15 minutes in the first half. Having shot 9 of 13 from the field, including 2 of 2 from downtown, 6 of 8 at the foul line. He's hit his last 5 in a row, but misses that one. Behind his 26 points, 10 for Saputera, and 4 of 8 shooting, including 2 of 5 from downtown. He's been to be the team's second best performer, Saputera. 5 assists, 4 rebounds, as well as those 10 points. Bolden going through the gears, taking a foul for the team. To stop him was Vladimir Ivanov. So a couple of early fouls on Kazakhstan. In fact, 3 fouls in the opening 3 minutes of this third quarter, none yet for Indonesia. That's a new and interesting dynamic in a quarter of this game. One team in foul trouble long before the other. Bolden splitting the pair. It's been a rocky road at the line for Bolden in this game. So his ups and his downs. 27 points altogether now. Quick handoff to Saputera. A big and little combination. Bolden, defense getting in the way. The foul is indeed on a disappointed Vladimir Ivanov. Close call. Kazakhstan's 4th foul there. Not just that, but called on the shot. So Bolden back at the line again. Real frustration for Kazakhstan. Is the lead. Got a good position for the shot and got his geometry right on the backboard as well. Kazakhstan trying to cling in there. Miscommunication on the offensive end. One wanted the pass to the corner, one wanted the baseline cut. A curious dynamic in this quarter, though, is the foul trouble. 4 for Kazakhstan, 0 for Indonesia. It's a tough platform in which Kazakhstan want to try and build a comeback. Balashov creating breathing room, missing the shot though. Big rebound, Bolden. It's his 6th of the game. And scorching through Saputera again. He and Bolden are torching Kazakhstan right now. Kwanov, foul on the 3, and it goes against Ivanov again. And I believe it's 3 fouls on him in this quarter. That takes Kazakhstan to the limit. Although the offensive foul does not lead to free throws, but Kazakhstan no more fouls to give, really struggling. It's 4 personal fouls through the game on Ivanov now. Also got 3 players on 2 fouls. And Pan will make it 4 players on 2 fouls. And Kazakhstan are at the limit before the midway point of the third quarter. And Indonesia have a great chance to make this the out-and-out lead, largest lead of the game, and to hope to continue to force the issue for the next 5.5 minutes due to that foul trouble. Look at the Putra converting his first free throw of the game. And the kind bounce to make both makes it the out-and-out largest lead at 13. 45-58 is your score. Tough position for Kazakhstan. Down 13 at the foul limit. Can't get a shot away. Shot clock to 5. Turnover. If Indonesia can recover it, they can't. Has to be heaved up though. And a prayer at the buzzer. It leads to a second chance scoring opportunity, and that leads to an open 3, and that leads to a lifeline. What a huge shot, and what a remarkable sequence that ends with Pavel Ilin knocking down the triple. So 10 the margin, 4.5 to play in the third. Putra missing, Pan rebounding and recovering. A chance to make it a single-digit margin. Win back in the sails of Kazakhstan. Kwanov looking to attack with a quick first step. Passes back out. Open 3 again. Well short this time. Kazakhstan, what a chance that was to take it from 13 down to 7. And the wide open 3. Indonesia have to steady the ship here. It's starting to rock. And that will do just that. Pinpoint from Nur from the corner. His third 3. And the lead back to 13. And he points in appreciation at the pass. Indonesia are doing it without Bolden. Kwanov for 3. He'll cancel out the one at the other end. Nur is now 3 of 5 from downtown for 9 points, and Kwanov up to 4 of 8 from downtown. He's got 16 points. Kazakhstan, hardwood to surge into. And taking quick advantage, Stanislav Sakipov, the 20-year-old. He makes it an 8-point margin. Kazakhstan refused to go away. 3 minutes to play in the third. Slow bounce pass to the corner, not allowing space for the shot. To keep moving it. What a tough shot that is. Henrik Younger, the 21-year-old talent, with the floater in traffic. And this has been a fast and furious and feisty few minutes as we approach the final stretch of the third quarter. It's been a fantastic game to start this event. It's far from finished. Kazakhstan just trying to survive the foul trouble now. They survived the foul trouble at one end. They've got to take advantage of Bolden being on the bench at the other. It's a good position for Milos Pejic, the Serbian head coach of Indonesia, to be in, even when he does want to give Bolden a break in this third quarter. Bolden's back in now. Had an incentive to give him a break when Kazakhstan are in foul trouble. And Bolden back in with the block. Now you've got added incentive to give him the ball because he can draw fouls on any offense. Guntara around to Younger. Guntara down the baseline. They're getting some real depth here. Indonesia from their bench. Younger and Guntara. Even with Bolden back on the floor, they're showing they're a team. Balashov for three. Big shot for Kazakhstan. It takes it back down to single figures. Final 2 minutes of the third to play. Turnover to Asia. Now 2-on-1 in transition. Misses and the rebound ripped down by Guntara. Off the back of that. Grabs the defensive board. Balashov called for the foul. So Indonesia will walk right down the other end of the floor and shoot a pair with Kazakhstan at the foul limit. Guntara and a couple of important plays, adding extra energy off the bench. We'll look now to stretch the lead back to double figures. 27-year-old small forward who didn't play at all at the Asia Cup or in World Cup qualifying. Four quick-fire points for him. In 9 minutes, he's got 4 points, 2 rebounds, an offensive rebound, 2 assists and a block. Real role player's contribution. Bolden grabs another board. Indonesia looking to tie the largest lead of the game at 13. And the fouls keep on coming from Kazakhstan's defense. Bolden, after 26 points in the first half, has 5 here in the third quarter. He's let his teammates take on bigger offensive roles. And Indonesia are winning this quarter by 3 at the moment. One more to that tally, 22-18 here in the third. Lead ties the largest at 13. Big final minute of the third for Kazakhstan. The shot nowhere near, off balance, leaning. No whistle. And hope for the foul. Taja. Bolden, triple team this time. Still wants to score. He's got 2 open players on the perimeter. They want to travel Kazakhstan. Instead, Bolden to shoot a pair. 13 at the line for 69% so far. Again, splits a pair. 32 points for Bolden. Saputera seem to be the key pillars in a bright future for Indonesia. stay with the team. Bolden just 25. Really the captain. Saputera, the point guard, only 24. 14 is the out-and-out largest lead now. And they look to stretch it. Final seconds. Kazakhstan need something here. And they create a good look. They can. Bykov for three. Their veteran with a big shot in their time of need. Anton Bykov beats the buzzer and reduces what had been the largest lead of the game at 14 down to 11 ahead of the final 10 minutes. Kazakhstan 59, Indonesia 70. Indonesia led by those 32 points from Bolden, along with 8 rebounds, 4 blocks and a steal. It's a 36 efficiency rating for him so far. In that 12 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds and a steal for the young point guard Yuda Saputera. 9 points for Nur, who's knocked down 3 threes. Kazakhstan 16 points to lead the way. And the captain Kwanov, who's 4 of 8 from downtown, with 4 assists without a turnover as well. Bykov, after that 3-pointer at the buzzer, to 11 points, their second top scorer. 4 of 7 shooting. Points for Sakipong, the 20-year-old. 7 from Marat, the 23-year-old. 9 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds and 3 steals to lead the team in those 3 categories, but 6 points have come on just 2 of 11 shooting. Both teams have shot the ball well on the perimeter. 12 threes for Kazakhstan at 43%. 8 threes for Indonesia at 44%. Big disparity, especially given the offensive rebounding numbers are dead even, and the turnover count is almost even. The big disparity is the 2-point percentage, 37% for Kazakhstan, 52% for Indonesia. It equates to an 11-point lead with 10 minutes to play. Seen Brandon Joato on the floor for Indonesia at all. The players really stepping up and taking their moment to shine, and that time Mohamed Nur does it again. 4 threes for him. .14 ties the largest lead. It cancels out the buzzer beater from Bykov. Kazakhstan are back where they were. This time with only 9.5 minutes to play, but Bykov does it again. And 2 this time for Bykov. That's 13 points for him, 12 the margin, 9 to play. Bolden calling for it. Goes to Saputera, the other threat. And Bolden coming out to the paint, leaves space for Saputera to attack. And he has been excellent. The 24-year-old Saputera, 14 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds and a steal. Bykov keeps on bringing it. He's got the last 8 points for Kazakhstan, including a couple of threes. Can they close the gap? Dizzying the defense. The dribbling of Saputera, but a shot from Nur off the mark this time. Their 3-point marksman, he was 4 of 6 from downtown before that miss. Kazakhstan survived the open 3. way off from Brandt. He gets back on defense and takes it before it can reach Bolden. Quanah. And a whistle. The scoreboard is not correct. It's not added that last three from Bykov, so Kazakhstan 64, Indonesia 75 is the score. It's an 11-point game. It's still retrievable for Kazakhstan. And sportsmanlike foul has been called here. Applauded by Kazakhstan players, the unsportsmanlike call. The first foul of this fourth quarter for either team. Quanah will shoot a pair. Kazakhstan will get the ball back. What a potential tide turner that could be. So having trailed by a game-high 14 not too long ago, it's now 9 and Kazakhstan have possession. There's a long way to go in this game. Quanah, he'll take the long two and he knocks it down, and from 14 down, they've closed the gap to 7. They're two veterans stepping up, the captain Quanah and the big Bykov. Bolden, Indonesia might need another scoring spurt from him as he darts and draws contact. 26 first half points, just 6 in the second half so far. 26 points in his first 15 minutes on court, just 6 in his last 10. Only 10 of 15 at the strike, but he hits that one. It's only really been the free throw shooting so far that's let Bolden down. Still shooting lower from the stripe than he is from the field, but he makes them both that time. So 9 the lead for Indonesia. 68-77. 34 points for Bolden. 3-point shot. Nothing that time for Kazakhstan. Indonesian fans, friends, family in the stands really making themselves heard. Bolden once again looking to let the defense know he's there. Those fans are certainly letting their players know that they're there for them. 7 minutes to play in this one. It's the first of 15 games at this tournament, the first of 3 today on game day 1. And short gaps in between, just enough time for the players to make way. And their fellow professionals ahead of the next game to warm up. And the action will be back underway again. Next up, Bahrain against Saudi Arabia. Just under an hour's time now. And Syria against India to finish here in Damascus. Balashov for 3. The young gun with the big shot. And Kazakhstan keep on coming. Seven the margin. Final 6.5 minutes. 71-78 the score. Bolden to the corner. It's good! Yet again for Yuda Saputera. And two 24-year-old guards trading blows from the perimeter. Balashov and then Saputera. 10 the lead for Indonesia again. They refuse to back down. Plenty of contact. No foul. Balashov back on his feet, as to the defense. Three-point shot, high arcing, off the mark, Saputera, who's feeling it right now. He'll go again, this time putting the ball on the floor. And that's the third foul on Kazakhstan here in the fourth quarter. Saputera now with 17 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds and a steal. He's been the perfect foil for Bolden. A big 1-2 punch combination to knock Kazakhstan back against the ropes here in the fourth quarter. Bolden dominating the first half. Saputera threatening to take over the second. Here is Bolden. Turning back into the double team that forces the travel. Marquez Bolden turns it over. He was having his way against those double teams in the first half. Not so much here in the second. It's only his second turnover of the game. Kazakhstan have slowed down perhaps the best player at this event, but will it be enough? Down 10, back within single figures. Nice pick and roll action. Peak of the score. Bolden turns away from the double team that time into the isolated defender before the double team could really get basket side, and he gets back in scoring business. Marquez Bolden. The lead is back to 10 again. Kazakhstan can't afford to keep trading blows here. They need to go on a scoring run inside the final 5 minutes. Bolden now has 37 points. And his efficiency rating up to 40. Go to the benches just over the midway point of the fourth quarter. For a timeout, it remains a 10-point margin.
No discuss to them, no complain. Hey, we don't need technical foul. Okay, everything going well. Everything going well. Hey, back screen for Reza. Back screen for Reza. Say something. Switch. Bam. Do something. Huh? Hey, sideline now. Sideline now. How many? 6, 7 seconds. 8 seconds, guys. 8 seconds. Hey, if you switch ball like now, you can go to steal the ball. If you miss, foul. Okay, guys, only one foul. Okay, be smart. No panic in offense. No panic. Ball 2. Play more. Backdoor option. Come on, team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Here we go, this is the final stretch. 4 minutes, 52 seconds is plenty of time. And as I was just saying, Kazakhstan need to go on a run. They've struggled to keep the Indonesian offense quiet for any significant stretches of this game. Or maybe a couple of minutes in the first quarter, when they turned a 5-point deficit into a 6-point lead. They've since fallen behind by as many as 14, now down by 10. Both teams have been pouring in the points in this fourth quarter. That's not good enough for Kazakhstan. 14 points for them in the opening 5 and a bit minutes of the fourth, but 13 for Indonesia. Ivanov is playing 4 fouls, back shot. Defense, Coco Duputra. And a shot clock violation. Balashov and Dillon Didn't appear to be aware. That is tough off the back of a timeout. Butera. Coco the Putra from Baldwin. Butera. Feels like a real coming-of-age performance from him. Baldwin for three. Digs the dagger in deeper from downtown. Big shot, Baldwin. And what a big stat line it's been, and what a big win it could be for Indonesia. But Kazakhstan refused to wave the white flag. Bikov answers back. He's been excellent since beating the buzzer at the end of the first half with the three. Baldwin passes back, Coco de Putra for three, the rainbow. And there's a win at the end of it for Indonesia. Up by 13 inside the final 4 minutes. There's been some thrilling three-point shooting from both teams. Bikov all short on the layup. 3.5 to play, and Indonesia have a chance to make it their out-and-out largest lead of the game. They are getting closer and closer to a huge win. Coco de Putra, Baldwin, foul. It's on the floor, it's the fourth on Kazakhstan, their last to give. And that makes a tough situation even tougher for them. Baldwin has 40 points and now the double-double with 10 rebounds, 4 blocks, a steal, a couple of assists as well. Just 2 turnovers. Don't forget about this young man, Butera. Gets it back from Baldwin. Butera jinking and jiving and passing. It's another high-arcing three. Better challenge that time. Offensive rebound denied by Pan. They've got a whack to the face to try and secure the loose ball. That will stop the clock. But it seems there's no stopping the Indonesian offense. Not just about the 40 from Baldwin, who will write the headlines, of course, but 17 from Butera, along with 8 assists, just 2 turnovers, 12 for Nur, knocking down 4 threes, and 10 for Coco de Putra. Last roll of the dice, it seems, on this time out for Kazakhstan.
No gambling! Hello, hey! Listen, hey! No gambling! More chasing every screen! More chasing! If we go curl, Marquez will stop the curl, but pass back, it's yours, and yours, and yours. Understand? He go in, you stay behind. Stop, especially against number 8. They can shot. Okay, guys. More chasing. You can switch 2-point, no problem, but not into 1, not 3. Pull up 2 is not problem, not big problem. Okay. You can switch 5 seconds, pull up, 2-point shot, no problem.
Hey, come on, let's go. One stop.
5 games each for the chance to win the one and only ticket in this Asian Olympic pre-qualifying event to make the Olympic qualifying tournament next year. Who will start with a win? Who will start with a defeat? Indonesia by 13. It is theirs to lose. Kwano. Looking with Bikov, it's a little low. Sakipov off balance. Got nothing, despite his best efforts in the dying embers of the shot clock. And the wind sucked out of the sails of Kazakhstan. Saputera, bold and opening space on the perimeter. Three-pointer off the mark, but only 2 minutes and change remaining. And a turnover. Panic really setting in for Kazakhstan. Players down beyond the baseline. Final 2 minutes. Indonesia are very nearly there. It's not over yet, though. Konov, Kazakh captain, hobbling away. He thought it couldn't get any worse for them. The Steppenwolves are on this barren patch. Now in danger of losing one of their key players, if not the key player, the captain, the veteran, the top scorer today. Ever since last July, it has been a horror run for Kazakhstan at the Asia Cup and in World Cup qualifying. And it looks like they will start the Olympic pre-qualifiers with defeat as well. .97 seconds to overturn a 13-point deficit. Just one of two. Reality setting in for Kazakhstan. They had that 6-point lead early on. Big 28-16 second quarter in favour of Indonesia, in which Bolden took over. Feels like the biggest period of this game, but give credit to the other Indonesian players for continuing to hold Kazakhstan at arm's length through the course of the second half. Final minute approaching. Slip through. Return on the two. So 10 the margin. Younger, wisdom beyond his years, just keeps the ball moving and keeps the clock ticking. Here he is again now, only 3 to shoot, still passes on. And they run out of time, but might have been the player of the game had they had a couple of extra ticks of the shot clock, but ultimately they won't be too dismayed at the fact they've taken a full 24 seconds away from Kazakhstan. 36.2 to play, and Indonesia have a 10-point lead. Of other pre-Olympic qualifying tournament action taking place today. It's the first game here in Damascus in the Asian event. There's 2 European events that have tipped off or are tipping off today as well. Close game at halftime between Czech Republic and Estonia in Estonia. And that event is being hosted in Estonia and Poland jointly. And in Turkey very close to getting Ukraine and Bulgaria underway. This will be the first ever concluded pre-Olympic qualifier, though, and Indonesia are within touching distance of winning it. Three-pointer strong for Kazakhstan. Ivanov has been playing with foul trouble for a long time. It's a 7-point margin. There's only 7 seconds or so to play. Kazakhstan going down swinging, but going down ultimately anyway. Have to consider points differentials in this 6-team round-robin group. Looking to add to his 12 points at the line. His first free throw attempt of the game. And the 4 double-digit scorers for Indonesia. The vast majority of their offensive output coming from those 4 players. And of course, not far off half of their points coming from Bolden. Looking for the quick attack, didn't want the quick turnover. And the slump will continue for the Kazakhs. Indonesia are set to bounce back to that heartbreaking Asia Cup playoff defeat that saw them miss out on playing at the World Cup on home soil. But they can still dream big on this pre-Olympic qualifying stage. They win on game day 1 here in Damascus. The first ever pre-Olympic qualifier finishes Kazakhstan 82, Indonesia 91. Indonesia led to this opening day win by the 40-point, 10-rebound, 4-block double-double from Marquez Bolden, who was quite simply stunning, particularly in that second quarter. But they showed it was far from just about him in the second half, particularly through the performance of 24-year-old guard Yuda Saputera. 17 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds and a steal, as he racked up a 20 efficiency rating behind the 45 of Bolden. And then 14 points for Nur, who knocked down 4 of 7 threes, had 3 assists without a turnover as well. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds for Koko Diputra. They were the 4 key players for Indonesia. And those fans were important too. Plenty of love back and forth from court to seats. And there could be far more to come from this team. The dark horse in this competition, the lowest ranked nation, but they start with a win. And with Marquez Bolden in their ranks, they will feel anything is possible. The final score in the opening game of this event, 91-82 to Indonesia over Kazakhstan here at the Al Fayha Stadium in the Syrian capital, Damascus. There's plenty more to come today with the other 4 teams in this Olympic pre-qualifying event in action. It's just over half an hour until tip-off between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Broadcast should start in 27 minutes time for that one, before later on the host Syria take on India to conclude game day 1. As for this one, Kazakhstan losing it despite 21 points from Bykov and 20 from Kwanov, who also had 6 assists without a single turnover. But for them, it was the 2-point shooting percentage that made the difference. Just 42% on the inside, and their inability to get to the foul line. 6 of 9 at the stripe as a team. Indonesia 21 of 27. Plus 15 from the free throw line. Offensive rebounds pretty much even. 13 to 12 in favor of Indonesia. Indonesia had 2 more turnovers at 12 to 10. So Kazakhstan did fine in terms of the possession count. It just came down to being aggressive on the offensive end, drawing fouls, and how well the 2 teams could shoot the basketball. You can see players already taking to the court now, ready to warm up for the next game, Bahrain against Saudi Arabia. Hope you'll join us for that one here in Damascus in around 25 minutes' time.